Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are joining us. We are so excited to have you here today. Um, if you can in the chat, would love to start by hearing where you all are joining from. Please feel free to share your university affiliation or city into the chat. It's always great to kind of see where our community is tuning in from. So thank you so much. Thank you, Jenny, for getting us started. Virginia, VCU. Wonderful. Cassie, Aurora University, Virginia Commonwealth University as well. Okay, great. Wonderful. I believe the last time I was doing this, I was actually in Arizona. So I am back in New York. Ball State University, Medgar Evers College in yay, CUNY. Hello, Brooklyn. Wonderful. University of South Florida. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you all so much for joining us here today. And keep them coming in where when you join, or also give shout outs to other people. Maybe you didn't attend that university or live in that city currently, but maybe at one point you visited. Hello and welcome, Angel, for Black Women in Artificial Intelligence in H-Town, Texas. I'm originally from Dallas, so love my Texas folks joining in today. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining today's Skill Builder session. We're so glad for you to join us. My name is Nick Starr, and I am part of the Adobe Education team. This series, as we have known, I see some familiar faces and names, or faces. I see some familiar names into the chat. But as you all know that you've joined us this semester so much, this series is all about sharing practical strategies and real world examples you can bring back to your classroom, campus, or community right away. Each session is designed to be short, actionable, and inspiring. So thank you so much for taking the next 27 minutes of your day to really invest in your learning. Before we get started, just want to drop a few quick notes. Today's session is recorded, and so you can find this recording as well as all of our other previous sessions on our Adobe YouTube playlist. I'll put that into the chat again. And if you like this session, as well as want to continue your learning, we do have one more Skills Lab session coming up in December for this calendar year. So please, please, please use these links to sign up for our newsletter, sign up for our last upcoming Skills Lab session, and then check out our YouTube channel to see previous recordings. Okay, so with that, let's change and pivot to our actual session today, which is led by me again. So let me introduce myself really quickly. My name is Nick Starr, and I am a customer success manager here at Adobe. My background is in K-12 teaching, school administration, and early childhood special education. And I've also taught in higher education, preparing future teachers. So I deeply understand the topic of today's session, which is the demands of course creation and the importance of building learning environments that feel human and accessible and engaging. So today's session, in which we're going to be diving right into, is all about creating course videos or explainer videos in some circles in Adobe Express. And I'm going to show you how easy it is. And I promise when I say easy, to create really professional, accessible, instructional videos that's going to help you teach more clearly and connect more personally with your students. Okay, so let's jump in. As we move through today's session, please do not hesitate to pop any questions or thoughts into the chat or the QA. I will do my best, as always, to address these things as we go along. But I also have some fellow Adobe folks here on the call as well. So we will collectively support, and if not, get to your answers, we will definitely follow up as needed. Okay, so if you can type in ready into the chat, let's get ready. Let's get started into creating explainer videos in Adobe Express. All right, Karen, she's ready. Yes, thank you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so let's go ahead. And I figured what better way to tell you what an explainer video is by actually sharing an explainer video. So whether you are teaching online or hybrid or in person, students, even us, me, as I consider myself a student and a teacher, sometimes videos are really, really important, beneficial, right? I mean, so many of us are on social media. So many of us are on TikTok, getting the latest and the greatest information all through the medium of videos, explainer videos to be exact. So let's watch a quick explainer video about explainer videos.
In today's digital world, video isn't just entertainment. It's one of the most powerful ways to communicate, persuade, and tell a story quickly. For college-level work, video lets you combine researched insights and creativity to make your message more memorable, impactful, and visible to a broad audience.
All right.
Video enables such engagement due to
the tech. It's an issue of me. User error here. Okay, let's try this again. Take 2.
In today's digital world, video isn't just entertainment. It's one of the most powerful ways to communicate, persuade, and tell a story quickly. For college-level work, video lets you combine researched insights and creativity to make your message more memorable, impactful, and visible to a broad audience. Video enables such engagement due to its modes: static and moving images, music and sound effects, spoken and written words. Unlike essays, which rely solely on text or slide decks, videos offer full control over how a message unfolds. When used and edited effectively, these modes can immerse audiences in your information, connecting them to your message on an intellectual and emotional level. If you're new to video editing, Adobe Express is a great place to start. It offers a quick and easy way to create professional-looking, short-form videos from a web-based browser. You can build your scenes directly from Adobe's built-in libraries of free images, video clips, design assets, and soundtracks. You can even upload your own assets or record new vlog-style video and audio directly from Express, just like what I'm doing here. So Nick is going to help you get started. You all are going to use an Express video template. Remember, this is a launchpad for your own creativity, not just a fill-in-the-blank exercise. And remember, the best videos tell a story through every element: images, text, sound, all in harmony. And even more important, make sure to have some fun.
Okay. Yes, we will be having some
in today's digital world
here.
Video.
And so let's think about what video does. So video increases engagement. Hopefully you all were engaged. Reduces confusion, except for the user error where I had some trouble sharing my screen, and just overall really just like gets people like hooked. And so today's demo is going to show you how to create this kind of polished course video really in under 10 minutes. That is my goal today. And we're going to use that by using a template that's already made in Adobe Express. But before we get started, I want to hear from you, and I'm going to put this in the chat. What type of explainer videos do you create most often? Or if you don't create explainer videos, what would you like to create? So if you were to create your own explainer videos, and I'll put this in the chat, what kind of videos would you like to create for your context? You can say weekly updates, concept explainers, assessment walkthroughs, other. Okay. So Sai, how to use new features in our LMS. Okay, great. Explain assignments for online students. Wonderful. How-tos, great. Assignment walkthroughs. Great. Course videos. Yeah. Love these ideas. So concept explainers, wonderful assignment walkthroughs. Okay, great. So there's so many ways that we can use videos. And one of the things I really want to emphasize here is that explainer videos are not the whole lesson, right? What I want us to make sure of that is that in explainer videos, they are purposely short and concise and really specific because we are using them for what they are best known for, which is that engagement piece. So for all of our faculty and staff here, we're really kind of using these universal design for learning elements and really focusing on that like kind of key tenet of like that concept, which is engagement. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out how to do this and create these videos. And remember, in less than 10 minutes. So what I would love everyone to do is go to uh, Adobe Express, and I'm going to put this in the chat, but I want you to log on with your school account. If you don't have a school account, set up a free one. And what I would like you to do is follow this step-by-step guide of how we're going to create videos. And so I'm going to share with you really quickly what this guide looks like. We've already kind of talked about the why of video creation, and we're going to follow this 6-step process. We're already on step number 1, which is we are launching Adobe Express. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to choose a template. So it's an already pre-designed layout that's going to really reduce that blank page anxiety that I know I get and potentially you all get or your students. We're going to practice replacing some of the media within this template, as well as then step 4, we're going to add some text and key points. And then steps 5 and 6 are optional. And this really does build off of what we talked about in our last skills lab around animate characters and voiceover, which is, again, adding more audio to our videos, recording voiceovers, and also captions, which I got down packed from last time. So I'm going to drop this one pager into the chat. What I would love for you to do is actually follow along with me. So hopefully everyone is in Adobe Express. And here is what I would love for you to do. I would love you to go up to this top toolbar and just type in explainer videos. And as you type that in, you will see a couple of options come up. As you can see within my dashboard, I've already kind of created some videos here that are titled explainer videos. So it doesn't not only pull from the ecosystem of all things Adobe, it also pulls from my personal stuff. And so it pulls up that video that I just showed with you all. It then shows up photos as well as videos. And what it's not showing up, which it should, is that templates should also be showing up. So I'm going to try this one more time because I've practiced this. And templates, because that's where we're going to be working from, should pop up. And it is not. So let's try this again. It looks like I'm having some user errors here. So I'm going to do another search option. I'm going to go here onto my left sidebar, and I'm going to click on templates. And within my search bar, it's now making a constraint here. So it's saying, okay, no photos, no your stuff. We're actually going to search within our wonderful world of options here. I'm going to click on Video Explainer again. Fingers crossed. It's coming. And so I hope you all are doing this as well on your end. Oh boy. I think let's try this again. I'm going to hit refresh. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it. If not, I have a workaround. So I'm not too worried. Oh, you're having the same. Okay, well then, all right. I think we're all okay. Well, good. I don't know if this is like collective energy here, but it sounds like we're all having the same roadblock. So here is what we're going to do. Okay, same issue. So it's not just me and my internet. Oh, yours is loading just fine. Okay, Rachel, I'm going to pass the mic to you. But here's what we are going to do. Oh boy. It just loaded for me. Okay, for you. So let me try this again. We go to templates. We go to explainer video. And if not, we will definitely just do a step-by-step kind of more manual process here. Thank you so much for everyone that's popping in. If you could, and you feel open to it, would love to see what template you selected. So if you go to that top right corner, there's, I think, a share button, and you can make your template that you just created remixable. So maybe we can try it that way. If not, I will again do my best in showing this from my screen. Okay. Well, it is not working. So we're going to back up and we're going to do it in a different way. So for folks who were here, let's see, last time. Okay. So let's say here, I'm going to go back into that video that I just shared with you all. And it's already kind of in video mode. So if you have clicked on your own template, this is totally fine. You'll kind of see something similar here. You'll see here at the bottom that you have a walkthrough of, video of images, as well as like options to add audio. So I'm going to go back to kind of my tool guide here. And so even though I did not choose a template, I've chosen a video that I can already work on. And here, what I want to do is I want to share with you step number 3, which is how you can replace the media within a template, or if you already have a video. So as you can see here, and this is kind of like step 4, I've added here an animate character, which we did a couple of weeks ago. I'll show you how to do that. But let's say this video here that I have in the background, it just does not fit like what I want to be in my explainer video. Maybe I want to make this first scene really like punch like what we're going to talk about. So if I click on the image, and as you can see here on the far right handle, you'll see a couple layers. If I click on it, a couple things I can do. I can edit it, I can add effects or do animation, or I can change it out. So what I would like to do is do a photo here, and I want to talk about video editing. And let's see if any photos come up that offer me that. So I can do select a couple of options here. And as you can see, it pops up right on top of where I've already, have my images. And so again, I can resize this to fit the template. And because I'm working in layers, I want to make sure my character is at top. And then the next thing I want to do is just add some text. So I'm going to go here to my far left column and I'm going to add text. And I'm going to type in what we're going to talk about. So this video is all about how to create an explainer video. Now, as you can see here, the kind of standard way of setting this up is this very like black text that doesn't really, pop within the image that I chose. Now, this is kind of where some design choices will come in. And I know that we're not all designers. I would raise my hand saying that I'm not always a designer. But I know that if I can't see this, that means that my viewer can. And so again, just with anything else within Adobe Express, I can select this and make sure I can change the colors. Or if I'm working in my university or my course and I want to use some of my brands. So for example, here, NYU is one of the campuses I work with. I want to, create a NYU purple. I can also pull in my branded colors here. Okay. So again, I know this is not how I had intended this, but again, you can go in and select your template and again, change any of the images or text to really add more color to your options here. One of the things I want to note with you all is that when I go into my media, I can select some of these, and we have a bank of over 280 million assets. And so as we're thinking about our options here, I want us to make sure that we note that these are all from our Adobe stock and, our copyright available. And so you're not pulling from, any images that are not, part of the stock images. Or if you want, you can pull from your own images. And so let's say you have your own kind of assets that you want to bring in, you can do that as well. Okay. So we've added and replaced our media, and we've also added and replaced some of the text. One of the other things that I want to share with you all is that I mentioned this at the very beginning, is that we want to make sure that our explainer videos are short and sweet. And so one of the things that you can easily do is make sure that you can shorten by either moving this toggle, and you can see it's originally like 19 seconds. I can either lengthen the time here or shorten the time here, okay? So what I would love for you to do is just kind of play around with, again, replacing some of the images as well as the text. And then the next piece here, I will share with you how to do voiceovers. So we'll just pause here for a second. For anyone who's already working in a template, if you would love to share, if you could go to this top right button, click share, click on view only link. And if you pop it here, go copy link. Would love to kind of see what you are working with and put it into the chat. While you are doing that, I'm going to go back to the home page and see if, fingers crossed, I can pull up a template. Let's see. Still giving me the same issue. This is a bummer. Okay. All right, still having issues, but I think we will be okay. So the last piece here that I want to share with you as we begin to wrap up is I want to share with you how to do a voiceover. So as you can see here, I have my animate character, but I can also add just regular voice. So let me duplicate this scene. And here, if I click on the image and I go to media, again, I can change the photos, I can change the video, or I can change the audio. And I want to share with you some really cool options here. And there's 3 of them that I can take. And I'll put this into the chat. I can do 3 things here. I can either record just my voice, or I can record a video of myself, or I can record with just an animate character. Let me show you how this works. So I'm going to share with you just so we can, how this works. I'm going to share with you record voice. Make so you can, this pop so you can see it. I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to do a record video. And I'll do one more where I'm going to record with an animate character. Now, this is not necessary. You can create a video, explainer video without doing this voiceover. Again, the text and the moving images is simple enough, but I do want to share with you how you can kind of bring in these other elements. So here I'm going to practice recording my voice. So I'm going to click on media. I'm going to record voiceover. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hi, this is an example of me recording my voice. So I finished that. It's enhancing the speech. And you can see here, as soon as I add that element on my little bar here at the bottom, it pops up and it says my little voice has been recorded. So let's do a preview and hit play. Hi, this is an example of me recording my voice. Okay, great. So that is one way that record a video of your phone over a slide. So same pathway, I'll go to media, I'll go to now videos because I'm using my own image, and I'm going to select this option where it says record myself. So I'm going to click on that. And as you can see, can you guys see me on the screen? Hopefully. Okay, great. So now I'm going to do the same option here. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hi, this is an example of me recording my voice with a video on top of a video. Stop recording. I'm going to save this recording. If I don't like it, I can hit reset and it allows me to do it again. So it's now saving, it's uploading, it's processing. Okay, great. So as you can see, it takes up the whole screen, but I'm actually going to minimize it and drop it into this far corner. And then the next thing is like, this is great, but I don't want my students to kind of see my office area. So what I'm going to do is click on the video recording and I'm going to remove the background here. So I clicked here on the upper left-hand corner. I'm going to hit remove background. It's processing, it's processing. At least this part is working. I can't find a template, but I can definitely record myself in an already made asset. It takes a while because it's figuring out what is me, because I kind of blend in with my beige shirt, blends in with the beige wall behind me. And there we go. There is my video. And so again, I can resize myself. I can make myself really big or really small. And let's hit play to see if it works. Hi, this is an example of me recording my voice with a video on top of a video. Okay, did you guys see that? Okay, great. So I showed you an option of how to just do a voiceover. I showed you an option of how to record yourself and put yourself into the slides. And then the last piece I want to share with you as we wrap up before we move to captions is I want to share with you how to do this with an animate character, which kind of builds on to what we did in our previous ones. So again, very similar pathway. I go to add media. I can click on photos, video, audio. And then with the video, I want to do my animate character. It shows that option. So I'm going to click on animate character and it's going to share with you a familiar scene. Remember this, we did this last time. And I'm going to see, let's select Edith. And I do not want a background because I want this to go on top of my existing slides. And so we're going to do something similar with now an animate character. This is a video and voice recording of me using an animate character. So similar process. And remember in our last session, This animate character really picks up some of the AI uses of like the inflection of my voice, potentially hand movements. It's now processing and downloading, and it's going to add exactly straight into that slide that I'm already working in. It's processing, it's processing. Thank you all for your patience today. Okay, there she is. There's Edith. There she is. She's on my screen. I'm going to resize her if it allows me. I don't know if it will right now, but that's okay. But let's push play and see if we can hear her talk. This is a video and voice recording of me using an animate character. Okay, great. So what you notice here is that I have a lot of background noise here. And so what we did last time, if you all remember, is that I want to eliminate that background noise. So I'm going to click on that recording and I'm going to click Enhance Speech, which will remove that background noise. So I'm going to click on that. It's doing it, and then we'll re-listen to see if it sounds like I'm in a studio. Okay, let's click in here. This is a video and voice recording of me using an animate character. Okay, great. So as you can see, with creating explainer videos, we should be able to start with a template. And there's many different options where we can change the media, we can change the text, we can apply the brands of, say, our institutions. And then there's options of really adding voice here. The last piece I want to share with you as we wrap up is something that we talked about last time, but I was not able to demo, which is adding captions. So the way to do this is, and I will say this in full transparency, is not my favorite. What we are working on in Adobe is being able to eventually go to one of our side toolbars, and let's say I'm using audio, hopefully adding a closed caption option here. That is not where we are at yet, but I will share with you how to do that. So I'm really happy with my video. I'm going to now get ready to do closed caption. So I'm going to go to this top right button. I'm going to hit download. And as you see here, it automatically says, you know what, this is best as an MP4. If I want to change that, that's fine. But because, again, this is a video, I'm going to keep it as an MP4. I'm going to hit download. It's starting the download process, and then I'm going to share with you how to add captions. It's downloading, it's downloading. And if you have questions or wondering, please pop them in the chat. I see the three buttons moving with people typing in. So please, do you have access to the same features with their, yes, students do have access to these same features. And Gisela, I'm going to also share with you one other cool bonus point here as well, once we add the captions. Wonderful. Okay, we're still downloading. We're almost there. And again, I'm sharing with you how to download. This is obviously downloading to my desktop. Another option that you saw is like, wait, well, Nick, you could play the video in your URL. How did you do that that way? So here on the top right, where it says share button, hold on, I can click share. And here where I do view only link, I can click on view only link and create that link there. And then that will give me the opportunity to share this video, not as an MP4, which obviously takes up lots of memory and space, but more like you see here with a URL link. So you can embed this into your LMS systems or in an email even. So you're not having to do like that attachment and then, the email won't send or the update won't move on because it's just taking up too much memory. Okay. It's still downloading. A question Angel asked, is there an opportunity to create or upload your own avatar? Yes, there is. That is an add-on that you would need to put into your Adobe Express. Right now, we have about 300 characters for the Animate. But if you want to create your own, there's an add-on that you can then put onto Adobe Express. So great question. All right, my video is downloaded. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to my home page. I'm going to go to my plus button here. I'm going to go to video, or sorry, I'm going to go to quick actions. I'm going to go to video. And here, if you go here, scroll, there's a caption video option here. Love this. I'm going to click on that option. And they're like, great, we would love to caption your video. Please drop it in. So I'm going to go to my browser. Here's my explainer video. I'm going to upload it. It's loading, it's loading. Thank you all for your patience today. It's a doozy of a day. But I hope you all are getting some really great options here of like how you can create your own explainer videos. Like there's really some really great options here. So again, it is loading my media. I need some like, Jeopardy music. Will this process work if you choose the video presentation if you cannot find the explainer video option? Yes. So Angel, you can upload, and I guess what you're asking is, can you caption your video from your, so let's say you have your own MP4 and you want to do closed captions. Can you create closed captions there? Is that what you're asking? Or adding other elements like text, animate character? To either of least those two questions, yes. Yes is the answer. You can upload your own pre-made video, and if you want to add text, or if you want to drop in an animate character, it just can't edit, and this is something I have to check, what was already made in a different video option. But I can get back to you on that. Okay, it's taking its time. But I already, because it's like a cooking show, I already have a ready-made video caption ready to go for you all. So I did this with my last one. So once it actually closed captions my video, you can see here that I can choose a couple options.
Hi, I'm here to explain one new vocabulary word, photosynthesis.
Okay.
Hi.
What do you all notice about my closed captions just now? Okay, I'm going to play it one more time.
Hi, I'm here to explain one new vocabulary word, photosynthesis.
Yes, it is in Spanish. Yes, it's in a different language. So one of the beautiful things about videos is that they're really engaging. Sometimes one of the really hard things about video is thinking about accessibility around language access. And so with closed caption, with our options, I can do a closed caption in English. So let's watch the English version.
Hi, I'm here to explain one new vocabulary word, photosynthesis.
But what I went ahead and did is I duplicated this scene. I select it, and then I go to this top right, this top button here at the top that says translate. And here the options pop up where I can choose a different language to translate the closed caption. I cannot translate the actual words that I'm saying in the language. That's, that's a whole other next level of AI, but I can at least translate the written word. And so I just showed you English. I just showed you Spanish. I'm going to show you French. So let's see. Here it's translating. It's translating. And now it has it in French. So let's watch this in French. the voice is not on. But as you can see here, the closed caption is there in French. Okay, great. So I just walked with you all the ways in which you can create your own explainer video, albeit some hiccups here pulling up the templates. But I would love to, as we close out today, just like to hear from you all. What are you thinking about some opportunities on creating explainer videos in your setting? Put it in the chat. I just shared with you a lot of like more moving images. The templates kind of share more kind of like more of the written word, but would like to hear from you all. What are some opportunities here of using explainer videos now that I just showed you how to create one? Yes, yes, you can have your own students create short video assignments. Correct, yes. Some folks are typing in. Weekly instructor announcement, yes. Pair with faculty syllabus on Brightspace, wonderful. And thinking about other options here on the one pager that I shared, some other use cases, if you're in a liberal arts department, thinking about reflective storytelling, oral reflections, digital discussions, STEM or professional lab explainers, research abstracts, technical concept videos, elevator pitches, for faculty, course introductions, module walkthroughs, weekly teacher presence updates. Yeah, how-to videos, exactly, Karen. Angel, creating onboarding, yes. There's so, video, using the medium of videos is endless. And so that means that using it in your context is also endless. You just are, given the opportunity to find what works best for you all. Thank you all so much. Again, all things working, pulling up and using our resources that is, so much. We would love to kind of see and hear from you all the ways that you have used and created explainer videos. Aubrey just shared, although it is my understanding this is a feature for character animator. Yeah, I believe Adobe Animate is currently required for creating your own. Oh, good to know. Okay. Well, we are at time. Thank you all so much for joining our Skill Builder session today. A quick reminder that this recording, as well as our subsequent recordings, can be found on our YouTube channel. If you would like to stay connected for future opportunities, make sure you sign up for our newsletter. We have our final session of this on December 3rd. We're going to be joined by Dr. Nathan Araya within our Adobe education team. He is going to be presenting on Adobe Express and micro credentials. So all of this work that we've been doing in our skill lab, you can actually get credentials for it. And so might as well, not only for yourself, but for your students. So I'm dropping in to the chat our last session for this calendar year about micro credentials. Please sign up, join Dr. Araya as he talks more about our credentialing opportunities. And in that way, thank you all so much for joining and have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Thanks, Aubrey, for yes, technical challenges abound. Thank you all so much. Have a good one.